what in life is really worth waiting for? That perfect cup of coffee, the Top Gun sequel, your child's first steps, or the next Lovecars video? Or how about the Maserati MC20? It's certainly been a while since the MC12, but was it worth the wait? And is this the grand return to form for Maserati?
Maserati MC20 in Italy, windy roads. We haven't done a YouTube video for a long time.
Well, technically you're wrong there, because we're still actually in Switzerland. We're right on the border of Switzerland and Italy.
Yeah, that's true. This is an interesting little car. You've been driving all day. What can you tell me about it? You've been driving all day. I've been lugging equipment and doing all sorts.
Well, you know your place at times. I had Vicky Piria in with me, which is very pleasant, and you were doing the work. The big summation is it's incredibly relaxing to drive quite quick. It's got quite light steering, and it's just a pleasure.
The seats are nice as well, aren't they?
Yeah, and it seems to it's great ride quality as well for a sports, performance car. It doesn't seem harsh at all.
And I gotta say, it looks fantastic. Yeah. The front looks like the MC12, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you notice that?
Bit in the nose, doesn't
Yeah.
it? But the interior is a bit disappointing. It's a bit drab. It's got not much bling, and there was no.
It's a bit hot. How do you turn the heating down?
I don't know. It's only done on the screen. You know me and screens. So, Vicky left it there, and I can't look. 23. Maybe I can press. I can look at me. Get me pressing the right thing.
Seats as well. These seats are heated. Very good. Okay, so we got some cooling. That's good.
Okay.
In terms of interior, you don't think it lives up to the exterior?
£200,000 car.
I don't think it's that bad. A nice bit of Alcantara here, there, and everywhere. Stitching's good.
Nowhere to store anything. Very poor storage. I mean, look at the club box in the middle. It's got the key in it. The key's just about filled it up. So yeah, that's the only shut.
So little 3-litre engine. I mean, these roads are so twisty. I don't think I've.
Yeah, 3 litre twin turbo.
First gear now.
It's Maserati's own engine for the first time. They've always had Ferrari engines for a long time, and they've built in the first a special little workshop building engines. Each one hand built in 24 hours. They're 48 hours.
God, it's got a bit of turbo lag, isn't it? Wow, I was really surprised at that. The steering does feel light, doesn't it?
Yes,
it gives you that false impression that
I wasn't sure about the brake pedal. You sort of press a little, and then you suddenly have to press harder to make it really stop. It's sort of the modulation.
Roads a bit tight, aren't they? Whoa, breathe in. Yes, I see what you mean. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of these modern day electric cars where you've got to brake it.
Yeah, and then it more.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like to have a bit of feel in the brake.
The mode selection. I mean, you talk about the interior knob in that class. You've got the little the Maserati on a Ferrari steering. We've got this great big knob. Now, in this light with the silver, can you see which mode you're in?
I have absolutely no idea.
Because it's a tiny white light in the silver.
Oh, yeah.
So when you turn to sport like that, you still can't really see that you've changed it to another mode.
And talk me through the modes. What have we got there, down there? Because I daren't take my eyes off the road, to be honest with you. The windiest roads, the most traffic I've ever seen, I think. It's like the M25. These tiny little roads.
Must be going home time.
Yeah.
It's all the Italians going home from working in Switzerland.
Yeah, exactly what it is, you're right.
Now you've got the wet, the usual wet, you've got GT, this is the normal, you've got the sport, and then you've got the old Corsa, of course.
It's got some poke, hasn't it?
Yeah.
0 to 62, Tiff?
I don't know, about 3.8, I think, or 2.8. I didn't know, but I forgot. 630.
What's a second between friends
630
anyway?
horsepower, that's all you really need to know.
From this, as I interrupted you earlier, 3-litre twin turbo V6?
Twin turbo V6, yeah. I mean, I can get a bit of paper out now. I've got the 0 to 60, I'm sure.
Come on, get your paper out. And in the meantime, tell me, you've got McLaren, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Aston Martin. Would you consider this the £200,000 car?
Well, I would, because it's so different, and it's great to have Maserati back. This is the first new mid-engine Maserati since the Bora in 1971.
God,
because that MC12 that they raced was just an Enzo in disguise, so they cheated a bit by using that. So this is the first all-new Maserati since mid-engine since 1971. I think it is as nice to drive as a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or a Porsche 911. So I think,
well, it's more relaxing to drive than a Ferrari and a Lamborghini.
It's actually 1,475 kilograms, sir.
Oh, nice.
It does an order 62 in 2.9 seconds, sir, and will go on up to 202 miles an hour for top speed. There you have it all. You can have a few extras. You can have a £2,000 bucket seats.
What have we got? These
These
are
are
really
just the
comfortable,
normal
actually.
seats. They're all right. They don't hold you much if you're really getting on it. There's not much side support.
Was Vicky really getting on it earlier? When
Yes, she was, yes.
filming for television this
Yeah, she'd be turning into this left there about now. She'd be halfway across the road already.
You know, it's a full car because you don't feel it like too attached to the
It's a
ground.
long drop down, so it's very
Ooh,
comfortable.
did you hear that? Wow!
Yeah, I heard it.
So you would seriously
I mean,
consider this? I think, you know what? It's got Aston Martin comfort, but Ferrari, Lamborghini sort of
Yeah,
sports
it's
car
just like a bit of
performance.
story. It's not that practical.
Yeah.
But it's just fun to be a bit different. But I just think if they got the price down, they seem to think because they're Maserati that you should be the same price as a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. I think I think if they could have got the price down 150,000 instead of 100. Well, the entry level was about 180,000, but this is about 220. I don't know what we got in it.
The wing mirrors are off of 360.
Vicky was upset because the steering wheel was straight off an Alfa Romeo. So again, it's the quality of the cabin is let down slightly.
Yeah, that looks a little bit plasticky, but I think
What are the notes that I have about pluses and minuses?
I don't think the quality.
Brakes I wasn't sure about.
Yeah.
Manipulating.
With you there. What about the sound? How's it sound?
Yeah, it could be a bit more. I mean, obviously it's not a V8 or a V12.
No, it doesn't sound great. It sounds a bit whiny, doesn't
Oh.
it? So all in all,
Yeah,
this
I think it's the ride quality,
beautiful
joy
ride
of driving,
quality.
nice steering, but lightish steering, but still very
You still
positive.
got, exactly. You still,
Yeah.
you still feel what's going on.
So I think it's a car you can drive a very long distance. It's not a harsh ride, and yet it doesn't roll. It's funny. It's got a very clever ride quality.
You could drive it for a long distance, no problem. However,
You got to take a small handbag.
yeah. So
That is the Maserati. Yeah, I'd love it. I think it's great. Really good to have Maserati back. That's the point. They've got these wonderful luxury saloons like the Quattroporte, and they've got the Gran Turismo GT car, but they needed a proper sports car.
how do you remember Maserati? What's your earliest memories of?
It's Sterling Moss and the 250F, or Juan Manuel Fangio winning the 1957 World Championship. Maserati haven't done anything big in motorsport since the late 1950s.
Not in motorsport, and then they did, of course, the MC12, which was
Which
pretty...
I won't allow them because that's an Enzo Ferrari with a different body on it. So yeah, they've got this great motorsport reputation without having done anything for about 50 years.
I'm glad they're back. This is impressive. It's a very comfortable GT car.
Yeah.